This literally came in the mail for me today. I ordered it a couple weeks ago, and it came in the mail while I was at work. I have no reason for wearing it right now. I just thought you guys might want to check this out. But anyway, with that said, welcome to this edition of A Week with the Reviewing Network. So, on with the week at hand. Since I didn't talk about it last week, after I finished watching The Simpsons on Disney Plus, I've been going through and watching the Disney animated classics. I've already watched Snow White, Pinocchio, Fantasia, and Dumbo. And now we're going to move on to Bambi now, which is not only my favorite Disney movie, but my favorite movie of all time. Yeah, I know that was meant for a different time period, but I can't help it. I'm gonna laugh every time the fairy godmother tells Cinderella, have a good time, dance, and be gay. I mean, I get it. I get it's supposed to mean happy. It's a different time period, but it's hard not to laugh at that. It's nice seeing these little homages to the first episode.
But he's a loser. He's pathetic. He's
A Simpson.
a Simpson.
Santa's little...
Even though it doesn't really connect to the new animation. Okay, it's been a couple of days since I last recorded something. Last time I recorded something was on Sunday. We're now on to Wednesday. I did record a video talking about my thoughts and why I'm essentially not going to review the announced Snyder Cut of Justice League. If you want to go check that video out, I'll put a link to it at the top there. But yeah, nothing really has been going on that's remotely interesting, I think, for me to talk about. But I did get a couple of new movies that came out this week that I do want to quickly mention real quick. So let's go ahead and talk about them real quick. I have them all right here. And the first thing I got was The Good Place, the complete series on Blu-ray. I had the first 3 seasons on DVD. Well, I should say I have the first 3 seasons on DVD. But I've gone ahead and put those on eBay because this includes the entire series, all 4 seasons. I've seen the show. I've seen the first couple of seasons. I haven't seen the entire show yet. I've yet to see... Actually, I take that back. I have seen the 3rd season. I haven't watched the new season yet. That's the one I haven't seen. Because, my schedule gets so busy and me watching all these other things, I don't have the time to watch the entire series. But I didn't get to watch the last season that just aired. But I'm really looking forward to watching this now. This is from Shout Factory. This is a 9 Blu-ray set. If you can see the special features on the back there. The stuff I've seen, it's very good. Like, I really like the first 2 seasons. Like I said, I've seen the 3rd season. I think that's really good too. I still haven't seen the last season though, so that's definitely something I'm really looking forward to checking out now. Of course, with my schedule being consisted of the reviews and then watching every Disney movie on Disney animated film on Disney Plus, I'm going to get to this eventually, but it won't be until at least for a while now. But like I said, the entire series on Blu-ray, I had the first 3 seasons on DVD, but I put those on eBay, so if you want to go check those out, I'll put a link to my eBay store in the comments below. Or if you're watching this on the website, you can just click the eBay link at the top there. Now, with that said, let's get on to the next thing. No more rambling. Next up, I picked up Flashdance on Blu-ray, which... I don't know if this is the first... I believe this is not... Okay, this is not the first time this has been on Blu-ray, as far as I know. But this is my first Paramount Presents edition of a movie that I've gotten. They started this last month. I think they did Fatal Attraction was the first one. I think Days of Thunder is another one. Airplane's one that's going to be coming out next month. I'm getting that in the mail from Target. And Flashdance is a really good movie. It's a good cult movie from the 80s. And Jennifer Beals, man. Jennifer Beals. Jesus. Like, I don't know what she's done, but she still looks pretty good, even after all these years. But yeah, this is a very fun movie. This is a really good movie. I really enjoy this a lot. I like this Blu-ray in particular because not only does it have the original poster art on the cover, but if you open this up, it actually has the poster inside. And I think this is like this for all the Paramount Presents titles. So I think that's very interesting. I know the Airplane one's going to be like this too. Although I am tempted to get the Airplane Steelbook they just announced, which comes out around the same time. So I still have a couple of months to decide that because it doesn't come out till July. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to watching this one again. I really enjoyed this movie a lot. So there's that one. And then the last thing I have right here, which is not the last thing I'm going to be getting this week because there's another It's a steelbook, and I have another one that's going to be coming hopefully by tomorrow. So I'll definitely have that if it's there. But I got the Sonic the Hedgehog steelbook, a very nice looking steelbook, by the way, for a movie that a year ago I had no intentions on seeing. I think nobody really had any intentions of seeing, but the fact that they actually, the filmmakers actually listened to people about how Sonic looked, and the fact is that they actually made a fun movie. It was a really good, fun movie. It wasn't a great movie, but it was definitely enjoyable. And it's like, I really like Ben Schwartz as Sonic the Hedgehog, and I also like Jim Carrey as Dr. Robotnik. It's silly, it's stupid, but it has a lot of fun moments in here. This is like I said, this is a really nice looking steelbook. Let me see if I can get this stuff out of here so I can show you a little bit of the inside. But yeah, this is a really nice looking steelbook. It comes with the Blu-ray and the 4K edition. And yeah, it's a really good movie. I don't think it's the best video game movie ever made. I still think Detective Pikachu is the better film, but it's still a really good movie. It's a very formulaic film. Like, it's a very standard kids movie, a fish out of water story, but you could tell that the filmmakers really did appreciate everything about these characters and this franchise, and it actually makes for a very enjoyable movie, and I highly recommend this movie if you're looking for a very solid, enjoyable video game adaptation. But this also comes with a comic book right here, which basically kind of just runs down the events of the movie, but does it in the original Sonic the Hedgehog graphic designs. Like, that's the Sonic from the Sega Genesis game, and it's basically just a rundown of the movie itself. It's a nice little read. But yeah, that's all the stuff I've gotten so far. There should be some other steelbooks coming. I know one's coming tomorrow, and I'll show you that whenever I get a chance to. But there's 2 other steelbooks I also picked up on eBay, so whenever those get here, I will definitely let you know about that. So last night I had a very odd dream. It's Thursday, and for some reason in this dream, the date December 10th was big for some reason. Like, for some reason that date came into my mind. I don't know why, but initially my first thought when I was thinking about it this morning was that because last night they announced a new trailer's coming out today for the new Christopher Nolan movie Tenet. It has not come out yet as of the time right now, which is about 1:50 in the afternoon. And for some reason, maybe that was my first thought was that maybe that's when they're going to move the new movie to the Tenet 2. But then I realized that December 10th this year is a Thursday, so that wouldn't make any sense to do that. But it even said because in my dream it was like shaped like a Deadline article. If you go to Deadline Hollywood on your phone, it looked like an article that said Tenet moves to December 10th, senseless strategy. That's what it's. I remember the article in there being listed in my dream, but it's weird. Like, I don't know what that means, but just a note for myself for the future: keep December 10th in your memory banks because something's going to happen. I don't know what it is, but maybe we'll find out later today. Who knows? But I did get something today. I did get my other steelbook I've ordered from Best Buy, and that is Onward. Now, I've already talked about this movie before. I've seen this movie a couple times now. This was the last movie I saw in theaters before everything shut down. I watched this on Disney Plus when it first came out, and it's not one of Pixar's best movies, but it's a really good movie. I think a lot of people overlooked it at first. I think a lot of people really didn't like it at first, but as the months have gone on, it has slowly but surely begun to Tory Belt. I'm not gonna restart this again, but it has slowly but surely begun to have a following. And so far, this is my favorite movie of the year. But then again, that's not really saying a whole lot because of everything that's been shut down. So, just got this in the mail today, and I'll go ahead and show you the inside of it real quick. Nearly 11 hours later. It was not my fault. Something happened where I had to stop recording, and then before I could get back to showing you the steelbook, I had to go to work. So it's now after midnight, and there you can see the open steelbook for Onward, which looks a lot like the teaser poster that they did. Not the one that came out last summer, but the one they did, which was Barley's jacket. Once again, the back and the front. Let me go ahead and show you the inside real quick. So there's the 4K disc, the Blu-ray, and then the bonus feature disc, which I'm gonna turn it up. Gotta turn it around. I cannot talk right now. So there's that. There's part of the inside, and then if I remove this, and then there is the rest of the inside. This is about as close to as full and as normal as the toilet paper has been in a long time. And some of the stuff has been here for weeks now. Paper towels, not so much.
Coca-Cola or 7-Up product. 12 pack, 12-ounce can.
So that's the week as it is right now. I know there wasn't a whole lot of footage in between Sunday and Wednesday, but, you know, things happen. I just didn't have any time to get something recorded on that day, but I think I did pretty well for this episode. In terms of where I got to as far as the Disney animated films are concerned, I started on Saturday with Bambi, and then by today, Friday, I got to the start of The Great Mouse Detective, so that's where I'll start tomorrow. So that's going to do it for this episode, and in the meantime, if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit the like and subscribe button up there, and check out a previous episode right here. So until the next time I see you, take care.